Well, I guess by now you've heard about Winston. I didn't want to say anything until Amanda went public, because just out of courtesy and respect. And I don't want to be on camera right now in case I get emotional about it. So I'll just talk to you about it as we drive into Indian Bread Rocks. In case you don't know, Winston was Amanda's little chihuahua, and I used to spend a lot of time with him and got really close to him. And even after we parted ways, she was still really good about keeping me informed about everything that was going on in Winston's life. Now, I know he was sick back in October and went to a lot of different vets, but he got better, and I actually got to see Winston the week before Thanksgiving. I was camping in Quartzsite, and Amanda came by and hung out, and I got to play with Winston, pet Winston, and Yellow Wolf and Taco was there, and Taco got to see Winston. Taco loved Winston too. And up until that day, it had been almost a year since I had even seen Winston. So it was good, so good to see him and play with him. He was so funny that day. We had our chairs lined up against Yellow Wolf's van, and we were watching Winston and Taco walk around and play. And Winston stopped and just stared at my van. He just stared right in the door, and you could see the wheels turning in his mind that he remembered my van. So I got the ramp out, the ramp that I built for him, and I put it down in the door of the van. He ran up in the van and he was wagging his little butt, and I gave him a treat because he always knew if he came up the ramp and went in the Matty wagon, he was going to get a treat. So I am so grateful for that day. I think it was about a week before Thanksgiving. I hope y'all will do me a favor and send Amanda some extra kindness right now. She's going to need it. It hurts me that she's in such grief over this. And it's devastating for her. So be extra kind to her, please. Winston was 13 and a half years old. His birthday was September 11th. That's an easy day to remember. So yeah, I think he was 13 and a half. He was just such a good little dog. Just a perfect little dog. He was just a little joy. I've got so many pictures still on my phone of Winston. And what I'll do at the end of this video is I'll put up my favorite picture of Winston, and we'll end it with that. Now, I'm not going to monetize this video. I definitely do not want to profit off of something this sad. That just wouldn't be the right thing to do. So there'll be no commercials, no interruptions, just you and me talking about Winston. If I ever get a little dog of my own, it's going to have to be like Winston. He was just such a good little buddy. You know, I never really, hardly ever called him by his name, Winston. I usually just called him, hey, little buddy boy, little handsome boy, little TT boy. I had all those little nicknames for him. But yeah, he was the best. And Amanda gave him a great life. She took the best care of him, treated him so well, only the best foods. So, yes, please show her some extra kindness right now. I really hate to see the grief that she's going to be going through from this. So I wanted to make this video because I was already getting a lot of emails and texts asking me if I knew. And yes, I did. I knew within a couple of hours after it happened. She reached out, told me, and I guess I just went numb when I first heard. But I thought that was very kind of her to think to notify me that fast and for me to be one of the first to be told about it. She didn't have to do that. She's in the depths of grief right now, and she didn't have to do that. So I do appreciate that. So what you're seeing here is Indian Bread Rocks, which is down near Bowie, Arizona. And I'll show you more of this place on the next video. I know you may be confused on my location because last you heard from me, I was up at Cosmic Campground, which is up in western New Mexico. And, well, I guess I'll tell you what all happened with that. It was weather related is the reason we relocated down here. But let's end with this. I want to put up my favorite picture of Winston, and we'll close the video with that. And I'll pick back up tomorrow with the series of travel videos that I'm doing on my travel from Arizona to Georgia. All right, my friends. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.